Hello everyone, welcome to Blue Heron Hill. I'm Sue and I am in my garlic patch. Let's see. There they are. I am ready to harvest. So way back in early October, I planted these cloves of garlic. The planting was really simple. Took my head of garlic, broke it into cloves, planted these cloves in rows, probably about 4 inches apart, and probably about 3 to 4 inches deep. They started to grow before the ground froze, and then they kind of stopped and just waited out the winter in the ground. And now, by July, they're ready to harvest. And they've produced, hopefully, a very large bulb, and with really no more help from me but to weed and to water. So now I'm ready to harvest this garlic and see what I have. Now back in the fall, I did talk about the variety. I don't know what the variety is, but this year I did plant a few soft neck varieties. Mostly I plant hardneck varieties because I can get a bonus crop of garlic scapes from them. I'll put a link up in the corner for my garlic scape video that I put out, and also a recipe along with it. Please go and watch that. It was a lot of fun and it was really good. It was a great little treat. So, but right now we are ready to harvest. Now, the point of harvesting comes when these leaves, the green leaves, have turned, at least a third or a half of them have turned brown and brittle. And we are just about there. This particular one, 4 of the leaves have turned brown and brittle. That signals to me that it's time to dig these babies up and see what is under the ground and how big of a head I got on my garlic this year. Now, I always use a tined fork to dig these up. You can use a shovel. These are different than onions. Onions, you saw the onion video, the onion patch was right behind me. Those lay right on the surface, so easy just to pull up. But these, I planted them about 4 inches beneath the soil. So that head of garlic is down deep and you just can't pull it out. So this calls for digging. Either a 4-tined fork like this, or a shovel, or some kind of a spade like that works perfectly well. So first one in the ground, and we will see what comes up. Ooh, I think I got a winner. That is a beautiful one. Now this is the hard neck variety. This is the neck, and it's hard and straight, and you can't braid with this one. Some of these other ones, I think the soft neck ones are right down there. I'll show you those when I get to them. All right, number 1 of, can't remember how many I planted. There's the harvest. So I wanted to say that you don't want to wait too long to pull these out of the ground. A third to about a half of the leaves are all dried out. If you wait too long, the cloves within that bulb will start to separate, and they won't store very well. They're still good to eat, but they won't store well. You want a nice, firm, closed head of garlic. So after harvesting these, I'm just going to let them dry out in the sun here for perhaps the rest of today, because we're still in a very sunny day. And then I'm going to take them down below where I had my onions, if you saw that video, and allow them to have their drying and curing process. And that will take up to, between 3 and 4 weeks to make sure all of that green foliage is totally died off, turned brown, shriveled up. The skin on the outside of the head has turned papery. And then when that's all done, I'll cut them off and give them maybe about 2 inches above the clove head, and then store them in a cool, dry place. Now, the kitchen is really not a very good place to store this garlic, nor is a refrigerator. You need a cool and a dark place, preferably, I don't know, 50s to 60s in temperature. If you have a basement, that's probably a pretty good spot to have it. Had to come into the bean arbor and get a little bit of shade. It is brutal hot, and so but I wanted to show you, here's some of the soft neck variety. You can see they are very floppy. Little disappointed in their size. It's I'll put a note down there on the bottom on what the variety is. You've got a little bit of a purple skin to it. So when these cure, all of their leaves has to be this crunchy brown, no green at all. And even if you pinch the neck of the garlic, it's got to be totally crispy and crunchy. Gives a little bit here, you can feel that it is still wet. Totally dry is what we're looking for. So a 3 to 4 week period will do, hopefully, for the garlic. Just keep checking it. If you don't fully cure it, it's not going to store very long for you. Here's some of my hardneck variety. These are about what the size of about the heads of the garlic, generally the whole crop. I always have good luck with this variety. Don't know what it is. I talked about that in my fall garlic planting video. And save out the largest cloves, and I'll do that with soft neck variety too. And I will replant a number of cloves for next year's garlic harvest. So that's what you do. I'm gonna get this stuff, it's gonna lay out the rest of the day here, and then I'll get it underneath my deck for a curing process. So thanks for following along with me on this garlic 2024 Blue Heron Hill video. And I can't wait to see you the next time. And subscribe if you haven't. Click that bell for notifications, and you will be notified when I post my next video. So until the next time that we can go digging in the dirt, happy gardening.